We're back here again in stage 3 restrictions. If you live in the greater Melbourne area, we've been put back into stage 3 restrictions, and we're wondering and we're asking ourselves, how do we get back here? What happened? What went wrong? Why are we here again? And you may even feel like, I've done the right thing. I've stayed home, I've protected my family, I've protected myself. And this question of why is coming into our lives maybe at this time. And I want to encourage you in this time, if you do live in Melbourne, if you are affected by these restrictions, I encourage you not to focus on this question, why, but I encourage you to focus on the question, what now? How are you going to respond to this? How are you going to respond in the way that you live your life, your family, and you do your work? How do we look forward and focus on the future? Focus on moving forward together. And going back to stage 3 restrictions may feel like the hope that was building as we went from stage 3 and stage 2, and we're on the cusp of maybe a stage 1 restrictions, and some great things were coming back. We could go back to cafes, and my gym was open. I was able to go back to the gym again, and that was fantastic. But now it's all gone backwards. How did we get here? Why are we here? But I want to encourage you to ask the question, how do we move forward? How do we move forward together? How do we not lose hope? When we had light at the end of the tunnel and that light seems to be taken away, how do we not lose hope right now? And I'll encourage you with a piece of scripture. And at church at the moment, we're going through a series in Psalms, whether it be through our preaching and our daily devotions being sent out. And I want to use this particular psalm for you in your life. For today, and may this psalm encourage you. And it's from Psalm chapter 91, and it goes like this: For those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my safety, my place of safety. He is my God, I will trust him. For he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly diseases. He will cover you with his feathers, he will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Do not be afraid of the terrors at night or the arrow that flies in the day, and do not dread the disease that stalks in the darkness, nor the disaster that strikes at midday. And I want to encourage you, hold on to the promises of God. If this is affecting you in this time right now, and it's most likely that the disease itself is not affecting you directly. It is the extras, it's the surrounding things that affect us, about our work being affected and our families being affected, and tensions are higher and anxiety is higher and stress is higher, and we feel like life might be a bit on eggshells right now. But I just want to encourage you and pray these words of scripture over you, that our shelter is in God. He is our refuge and strength. His faithful promises are our armor and protection. So I want you to hold on to the promises of God. Hold on to the promise of God found in Scripture in your life today. And may you hold on to hope in this time, that you have a hope that is in Jesus, and look forward to a better tomorrow. May we look forward to a better tomorrow, that we have hope that God's going to bring us through this stronger than we were before. And may we see God work in a way that we've never seen him work before. Let us have hope, and let us have faith in our God, who is our refuge and strength. May he be your fortress and your rock and your place of safety in this time for you and your families.